Hi everyone, and welcome back to the next part of this page. I have, as you can see from the last video, I have completed the silver pencil and the blue background as I said I was going to. Just a little note with the silver pencil on here, this vine or tendril trails into this bit which has got lots of leaves and it looks like a stem. So what I've done is I've just stopped it there. You might feel that this should actually all be green, and if you want to do it green, that's absolutely fine. It's, you know, it's your picture, it's up to you how you do it. But I'm happy with the way I did it, so that's fine. Now I've noticed that this page is symmetrical. So I don't need to do both halves with you, we'll just do one half and we'll just do bits and pieces from it, and then there should be enough for you to finish it. I'm going to come in a bit closer though, so we've got even finer details on this bit than the rest. Let's start at the bottom. Now the bottom is a bit confusing. We've got these cut out shapes as well as the rest. I'm just going to start with my green. I'm going to use the number 25, the lighter green, on all of the greenery on this bit because we're going in with a really dark background. Remember I said sort of night and day. So I want to use slightly lighter colours so they'll show up. So I'm just doing those leaves with the green. Let's just pop that away, out of the way. Let's put that there actually. And then we'll just do this flower. And I'm thinking I might even just go in with pastels, pastel tones. Yeah, we use the purpley one, the only purpley one, and do the centre. And these ones a bit darker towards the centre and lighter towards the edge. And then we'll do pink on the outside, and we'll use the lightest pink. This one, I'll show it to you, it's got no number. And I'm going to try and do it a little bit darker at the bottom. I don't know, being such a light colour, it may not show up very much, but I just give it a go. Now, as I say, we've got these pieces cut out and the rest. I'll show you my plan. You may not feel that it's right, but you know, that's fine. So my plan is to use the dark blue that we used for the bluebells there, which was, I think, this pencil. Oops, I think, no, that's the black. Hang about. Oh, I do need to use the black. I think it was this one. Yeah, sorry for the clatter. The black, number 34, I've missed a few bits on here. Firstly, I've missed those two flower centres there and there. I missed these bits. You can't see. Sorry. You missed these bits here. And I had contemplated whether to do all the flower centres black because all the others were and these weren't, but I think I'm going to leave them. I think they're okay. But you might want them all to match in. Depends how much of a stickler you are for getting everything matching. Okay, so my blue background is going to be done in number 18. So I'll do a little bit and show you. Let's get back into shot. There we go. We'll just do one side because, and we may not do all of it anyway. It's symmetrical, as I said, so it doesn't matter. So I'm going to do around those little gaps that Johanna's drawn. I think she just draws them in to make it more interesting. Now you could colour right over them if you want to. That's one option here. Or you could choose a different colour, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to show you, it's really simple. Just filling in, trying to get it a fairly even amount of this blue. Okay, now these bits and these bits and these bits I'm going to do slightly differently, still with this blue. I'm going to make it darker here and then just try and lighten it a little bit towards the end. It's a bit tricky when it's so small, but I'm going to do the same for all of those. And these bits I'm actually going to do in black. Okay, so our number 34, I'll show you a bit so you can decide if you like it. Like that. You could leave it white, but I don't, or you could just do it in the blue. I'm just going to go back over that bit in the blue there. There we go. So that's how I'm going to do that bit. I don't think there's anything too different there, so I'm going to leave that there. I shall finish it later, and I will pop a finished photo up. So I'm going to work sort of up and around to halfway and show you. So all the green is going to be done with the light green, as I said before, number 25. So all our little strands of grass, and there we go. I'm not going to do them all. And this sort of tendril or vine and these leaves. Now I'm just blocking this in. You could try and make it darker at the bottom than at the top, like I will do with my leaves here. They sort of, with the shape, it makes it just make me want to do it like that. With this one, I'm never sure. Should it be darker at the top and bottom? Don't know. I'll just do it the same. Okay, so that's that bit. And that will be the same, all the green in the same way. So I won't need to keep showing you. But we do have these here, and they repeat through. There's a couple of bunches of them. There's another set up here, and of course on the other side. And we need to decide. Now, we kept it very pale down here, so I'm thinking we might just use, I'm just looking at how many colours we need. We need a few. We might just use these colours from here, so we've got some coherence through. So I am thinking I use the purple for these here. I'm just being a bit random. I haven't got any reason, particular reason why I want to use purple, but I'm going just doing it like that. Okay, and there's one at the top, there. So I'm just keeping them all the same, and then the same on the ones on the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to use the pink that I used for that flower. So as I say, it doesn't matter if you picked a different colour. If you want to match them up, then just use the colour that you chose. Now we don't have any more flowers until we get to these, and then we've also got these. So I'm just going to do these in the pink. They're so small, there isn't really any room for shading. So it's just putting colour down. We've also got these down here. Now I think these are the same. They're so similar. I'm going to do them in the same colour. Like that. And then we have our dropping down ones, which I always think look like bluebells. And I'm actually going to do them in the blue that I used for this background. So this blue, this is our lightest blue. I might try and fade it down as I go down to the bottom. But I don't know if you'll even really notice. Okay, and our last element really on this frame is our butterfly. And I think we need to keep it simple. Now, we've used black down at the bottom, so I'm going to use black for the butterfly's body, so it almost ties it in top to bottom. Like that. And then we did the butterfly here using all the colours, so I think we'll do the same thing. So I actually follow the same pattern. So we'll start with our purple on our top wing, layer it up near the centre, and then just start to fade it by doing less layers as you go along, and then do the same thing on this side like that. And then the pink, start harder here and then fade it in. You know, I just turned my camera off for a bit while I was doing that background, and I looked at my calendar because I was thinking about some jobs I need to do at the weekend and whether I'd be and I realised it's my parents' wedding anniversary tomorrow and I'd completely forgotten. And then the blue for the bottom wings, just like we did with the other one. And so I've got them a card out to send, but it's going to be late. There's no way I'm going to be able to get it to them on time, which is a little bit annoying, but never mind. I will ring them up and explain and apologise tomorrow. Right, so we've got background going on here. Now some of this background has got dots here, and some of it is plain. So you could do it in different colours. You could choose to use the black that we used at the bottom for the dotty bit, and your blue for your non-dotty bit. Personally, I'm going to do it all the same colour, and I may do those dots in pen at the end. What I'm going to do, so I'm going to turn my camera off now, but I'm not going to end. I'm going to finish all the pencil work. I'm going to come back and we're going to do a few pen embellishments on the picture. But I need to have done all the background first. Now, if I sit and talk you through it, I'm going to have no voice left, and I'm going to run out of things to say. So I'm going to stop the camera and do that, and then I'll come back when I'm a bit more refreshed, have a little drink of water, and talk you through what I'm going to do to sort of finish it off. So for now, thank you. You can do your background, or you can just hold on and wait and see how it looks in a minute. Okay, thank you. Right, I am back and I have completed all of the pencil work on the page, but I would like to do a little bit of Posca pen work just to add in a few little details, and I thought I would show you and do it with you. I did feel that the little purple flowers that are here and here and here are so small they don't really show up. So my first Posca work is to use this purple pen. It is called Lavender actually, and to do those flowers I'm just going to give it a shake. There we go. And just go over all of the ones that are circular that we did in the sort of very light purple, so they show up. That's my first step. Now I'm going to have to be very careful not to smudge my Posca. That's the first Posca. Now on this background here we have little dots and things, sort of a magical type feeling to the page, and I thought we might use a pink Posca to do some of this, and maybe the light blue, and then maybe that one as well. So this is called actually Glacier Blue and Light Pink and Lavender. Okay, now if you don't have these, you can use any other sort of acrylic or paint pens, just giving them a shake, or you can even use a gel pen because they will write on top of pencil, or a I'm just going to shake them all, or yeah, jelly roll, something like that. You could even use a fine liner on this bit while we're going over the pale background. Right, I'm actually thinking the blue isn't a good idea. It's not going to show up on the blue background, so I'm going to just start with the light pink and go over all of the little dots that Johanna has drawn, and I think it just looks a little bit like magical dots, so it's quite nice just to make them stand out a little bit more. You could do this in white. It's not going to show up as well, I don't think, as the pink. You could even do it in a more vibrant pink. The Posca does have a much brighter pink, which I have. I'm actually only going to stick to the pink, despite telling you about the other colours. I think that will be fine. So I've used pink and I've used lavender. I'm just noting what I've used for you. Now, on some of these background areas there are dots, really the bits that are on the inside, and I thought it might be fun to do those in a white. So we're going to do that. I can't really see them because I've coloured the dark colour over, so I'm just going to slightly ad-lib it really and just fill some dots in, and they just lift the picture, make it look pretty. I've got to do it very carefully without putting my hand down in the wet pen. It can be quite a challenge. But you can wait if you're doing yours, or turn your book as well. I think this bit is nice. I just thought I put my hand in the paint then because it felt cold, but of course it's resting on the spiral bit, which is fine. That's not going to hurt. And in this bit, these fade a little bit because this isn't bleed proof white. Some of the blue just pops into it, so it's not as vibrant as it could be, but I'm happy. You could use one of the other colours if you want, if you think it might show up more, or you could use a bleed proof white, but I think this is going to be fine. I've just noticed one there that needs a bit of the lavender colour on it, and it is only a little detail, but I find it can make such a difference. A few white dots, it's amazing what it can do to a page. Now these ones that are in the lavender, they do look a little bit like dandelions, and you could turn them into dandelions by putting little lines coming out of them. I wouldn't use a Posca though, they're so small. I would use a 05 Sakura or something like that. I'm just having a look. I think I'm going to really leave it there. I can't see. I'm sure I saw a bit that I missed that I was going to come back and do because I popped next door to colour it in. No, the only other thing I want to say was if you don't have the silver pencil, obviously if you've got this set, you've got the silver pencil, but if you don't have this specific set, you might not have a silver pencil, you use a silver pen. It would actually show up more than the pencil. I'm only using the pencil because it's in the set and I like to use it, and it is quite shiny actually if you tilt it right. So although all the pencils are quite shiny, my light's quite bright. But there we go. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you may have coloured along or picked up some hints and tips along the way. I hope you have a really lovely day. Thank you so much for watching, and happy colouring.